welcome to the Ringgold Band video series, Ringgold Rapid Response. My name is Cindy Miller-Aungst, and I'm Education Liaison with the Ringgold Band. In this series, we're going to introduce you to members of the Ringgold Band, the Ringgold New Horizons Band, and special guests. Today, we have a very special guest with us, Isaiah Ebersole, who is a winner of our Ringgold Band Young Artist Award. So welcome, Isaiah, and thanks for joining us. Hi.
Hello, thank you.
Okay, so what instrument do you play, and what made you select this instrument?
I play the trombone. What made me select the trombone? Well, I always knew I wanted to play a low brass instrument.
You always do that.
So in intermediate school, I asked my dad to bring home either a tuba or a trombone, and he picked a trombone, and he brought it home, and I just took a shine to it and started playing it.
Well, that's great. I think probably at that age, the trombone was more suited to your size.
Yes, yeah, I couldn't play that earlier. My arms were too short.
Right. Oh my goodness. Because you're quite tall now, but I remember seeing you as growing up. You were. So that was a very wise decision. So where did you attend high school, and what activities were you involved in, musical and non-musical?
Well, I'm like a mix of a lot of things. I'm homeschooled.
Uh-huh.
I also go to the public school for all my music activities. And I graduated from Lighthouse Christian Academy, which is up in Lionsville.
Oh, okay. Were you able to have a graduation ceremony?
No, sadly we couldn't.
Yes, I really feel for all the seniors this year, and finally getting to that culminating experience, and it was denied. So I'm sorry about that for you. Okay, who do you study with, and is there a particular teacher or mentor that inspires you?
I study with Stephen Schiffer. He's been my teacher for the past, I think, about 5 years now.
Uh-huh.
He's just helped me grow so much musically. He's made me into the musician I am today. And I'm going to be starting in the fall. I'm going to be studying with Mark Lusk at Penn State.
Oh, that takes care of my next question. I was wondering where, because when we had talked at your interview for the competition, you still were undecided about where you were going to attend school. Well, that's very exciting. Now, do you know, will you be able to go up there in the fall?
Yes, I'll be able to go up in the fall. I know ensembles are limited to 50% capacity, and we're supposed to adhere to social distancing, and we're supposed to wear masks, not when we're playing.
That's kind of amusing thinking about what that would look like.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I know I read every day about how schools are struggling with the decisions about next year, and I think so many of us in the musical and instrumental, particularly instrumental world, are looking forward to a study that's being done at the University of Colorado that's sponsored by Music Educators National Conference, and it's going to study the particle spray and how concerned we need to be and what we can do to get back together and playing. So that's supposed to come out in July, and I think we're all very anxious to read those recommendations and see what they have to say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I have heard though from other friends that there are some marching bands that have started rehearsals. social distancing. So
I wonder how that's working out.
I don't know. Do you remember your very first concert, or do you have any particular memorable experiences with any group that you perform with?
Ooh, my very first concert. I can't quite remember it. I remember some of the beginning ones. They were great. Um, great experience. I was really nervous for them. It was my first like actual performance,
Uh-huh.
the band in public. Um, what was the other question?
Do you have any memorable, like any where something very special happened, or something funny, or, or any concerts?
Um, I remember one time we had to play a song with mutes, and it was a quiet song, and
Oh
I
no.
drop my mute, and I'm like I freeze, and I'm hoping nobody notices.
Yes. Was that your initiation into dropping mutes? I think brass players are sometimes known for that, unfortunately.
Oh
So, what made you decide to audition for our scholarship?
oh, I heard about it from my dad and some friends who have also auditioned for it, and I saw it as a good opportunity to collect some money and just a good experience to play with the band.
Right. I did not mention at the beginning the winners of our scholarship get to get scholarship money, and they also have the opportunity to perform with the band. Unfortunately, because of when the pandemic hit, our winners did not have the opportunity to do that. But we know where you live, or we know who you live with. So when we get back to playing in public, we're really hoping that we can make that happen. What have been your experiences or frustrations musically during this pandemic?
Well, everything lockdown started like right as my spring concerts were all starting up. And I'd like, and also throughout region band and orchestra and state band. So all that stuff got canceled. That was a big bummer. And RSYO was canceled. Just
Oh.
so many of my concerts.
Did you participate in any virtual performances?
Um, I don't. I participated in a virtual performance that our school put on.
Uh-huh.
I think that was the only one.
Right. It's hard. It's really hard.
It's
I
really
have,
hard.
yeah, I've done just very few things with my church, and it's at least it's some music making, but it's not nearly as satisfying as in person.
Yeah.
I know. Well, Isaiah, thank you so much for talking to us. We wish you the best in going to in your your continuing music education, and in your going off to Penn State. And we hope that this pandemic will loosen up and we'll at least figure out how to make music together again. And so this is Cindy Miller-Aungst and Isaiah Ebersole signing off from Ringgold Rapid Responses. Thank you.